Hello, welcome back to A Boeing Revolution, your number one news source for everything in regards to the Boeing company. And we're back today with another news hour. Little bit of news to hit you with today. Of course, the most important thing that's happened over the last week or so is we got to see a video of the Boeing company tunnel in Hawthorne, California with Jay Leno and Elon Musk. And I'm going to play you that video right now. Quite interesting. There has been a little bit of a development in terms of how the tunnels are going to be built. And I have previously talked about in the past of possibly using service tunnels in between the two main artery tunnels. And that was confirmed via Elon Musk. And also using some alcoves as well, which is a very, very interesting idea. I'm not sure really what I think about that at the moment, but I will explore that in the future in another video. So if we just have a quick look at this video. So as you can see, look at that pickup truck. The more I look at that pickup truck, the more I like it. The shape of it, the way it's been kind of crafted in this kind of beautiful, kind of sleek style. Wow, looks good. First thing to notice is look how tight it is for the Cybertruck to fit into the tunnel. That could easily be resolved by increasing the height of the road deck by another 10.5 inches, maybe 12 inches. And that would give you at least 16 inches either side of the truck, if not more. At this point, he asked a few questions, and the most interesting answer that we got from Elon Musk was, look, we're probably going to end up running service tunnels in between the two main tunnels and have passages in between them. And then also we might have these like kind of side areas where you can park up vehicles. And that seems like a decent development in terms of increasing the safety of these tunnels. Obviously they'll have the sprinkler system as well in there to put out any kind of fires. And there'll be plenty of places for pedestrians to exit the tunnel safely through stairwells and maybe even up ramps. So all in all, it's quite a nice little brief interview talking about the Boeing company. They went up in this elevator, very, very tight in this elevator, super tight indeed. It just goes to show that any kind of autonomous vehicle, electric vehicle that the Boeing company does build with Tesla will need to be maybe slightly narrower than the pickup truck that is in this picture here. So great. It's just such a beautiful vehicle, that, isn't it? Such a beautiful vehicle. So let's also talk about the second piece of news, and that is the Las Vegas Convention Center project, which has been progressing beautifully, absolutely beautifully over the last I'd say over the last 2.5-3 months. They've really kind of just really absolutely giving it 100% on site every day. Things seem to be working together quite seamlessly in terms of the three sites. This is Station 2. As you see, all 3 levels of the excavation have now been completed, I believe, as of today. At least they've completed like 95% of it. All the sheet piling has been completed. Ring beam on top, that has also been constructed. They've then brought in these trusses here, which look very, very big trusses, very hefty trusses indeed. Extremely thick steel and extremely deep as well. They're probably close to 10 foot, if not more, in depth. On top of these trusses, we have our precast concrete planks. These will form the surface to this car park here, because ultimately this area, the use of it is not going to change. There's still going to be parking vehicles here, so there'll be parking vehicles and driving vehicles above the station. Everything will be below ground. So again, great progress on site, plenty of bodies on site, a lot of things are going on, and seem well ahead of schedule. I anticipate that they may very well finish all construction works before the 15th of November, based on what I'm seeing. Every day I go on to the live stream and I have a look, and they've done more than what I would expect them to have done in any given day. Look, here's our TBM. Here's Lionstorm or Godot. We're not sure which one. I really hope that stays there and that remains as some kind of like monument to what happened here. because obviously when I make my trip to Las Vegas, it'd be good to have a look at that. In terms of Station 3, again, these 2 ramps here have been completed, so we've got an access tunnel and an egress tunnel for the ramp. They've begun excavating in this area in preparation for building the above ground station. Work seems to be progressing quite nicely. I'm anticipating that they will begin installing piles for the foundations for this station, and then the following 2 or 3 weeks later they'll begin installing the steels. Excellent progress. Station 1, I really don't know what's going on with that. Nothing seems to have changed in the last 6 weeks or so. I need to look more into that, but as of now, don't really know what's going on. I intend to keep doing these kind of brief news episodes quite often. If you would like me to answer a question for you, then please email me your questions to boringproofrock@gmail.com. Nothing too extreme. Try to keep your questions below 300 words if possible, people, and I will try to answer some of them in my next Boring News Hour. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in today. Really appreciate all those people who continue to tune in on a regular basis and comment below on the YouTube video. That is very helpful to everyone. I really enjoy answering all your questions. There's going to be a lot of things happening over the next 4 months with the Boeing company, and I'm going to continue to document this on this channel. And we are also going to look at all the construction technology that potentially could be used with the Boeing company to further streamline the process of building tunnels and stations and ventilation shafts and road decks and various other things. Thank you for joining me, and as always, don't be boring. Have a great day, guys.